There are only two actors that do DP really well. Yep, only Ryan Reynolds and Nolan North have mastered DP. Two guys who just love DP and put really long, hard...
Whoa. Time out there, bucko. Listen, I'd love to let you finish, but if you want any of that sweet, totally not mediocre YouTube ad money, leave the dirty jokes of the 3-time Oscar steps. Okay, kiddo?
You got it, Deadpool. Leave the dirty jokes to you. Join me as we discuss which piece of actor portrayed this bag of a superhero best in media. Is it Ryan Reynolds, that driven boy, or Nolan North, that penny pitching boy?
What the fuck did he just say?
I'm going to break this down into 3 categories: performance, comic accuracy, and commercial success. Of course, all of this is subjective, so if you disagree in any way, please leave a comment below. Without further ado, let's dive on in. Performance. Let's start with a toughie, as both actors bring their A-game to their performances. Nolan North has experience under his belt and can deliver an off-the-comic-book page Deadpool. It's actually pretty cool to go through his Deadpool performances throughout the years and see how he improved the voice. In one of his first projects, Wolverine vs. the Hulk, we get a more villainous Deadpool who hates babies.
Joe Rogan told me that babies don't pay taxes.
A fun take, as we don't really see that murderous side of DP anymore, compared to the modern version of him in something like Midnight Suns, where he's more of your typical comic relief sidekick.
Spin me off, it's a big franchise.
That is where Nolan excels most in the role, as he adapts his performance to what the script calls for. Whether Deadpool is a game show host or a master chef, the core element of being a batshit crazy, taco-loving murder hobo is always there.
I love playing that character. It's one of my favorite characters to voice. He can say anything.
Now this guy gets me.
Nolan North has a Deadpool for everyone, whether you're a fan of the games or the animations. There is a performance out there that just sticks with you and makes you want to see more of the character. However, there's always a bigger fish. It's crazy to imagine in 2008 we got our first big screen Deadpool debut, only to have it be one of the worst adaptations of all time, which is so disheartening because how much Ryan Reynolds loved the character.
It's pretty awful when your mouth is sewn up, though. It makes lunch a sad place.
So it was exciting to hear when Ryan Reynolds was spearheading a new Deadpool movie slated in 2016. A character he felt deserved to get the proper adaptation for the big screen, and a proper adaptation it got, and then some, as the movie became a worldwide phenomenon. Fans appreciated how committed he was to the role, practically staying in character between movies. This not only increased Ryan's popularity, but Deadpool as well, as Deadpool went from being an obscure X-Men side character to being a household name.
I'd like to point out that I saved Ryan's career, not the other way around. I mean, have you seen The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard? Because I sure as shit haven't.
Just like Robert Downey Jr. was destined to play Tony Stark, Ryan Reynolds was destined to play Wade Wilson.
Only this character I've always really responded to. I really like the art in the Deadpool comics, and I've loved some of the different storylines that they've covered. And, you know, I just always felt a kind of a kinship to him.
Ryan sees himself in Deadpool, so his performance is not really acting, but an extension of his personality. However, this can be a double-edged sword sometimes, as a lot of his roles in other movies feel like they're just toned-down version of Deadpool, which often can feel one note. But I gotta give the edge to Ryan. Even though Nolan has been in a plethora of beloved video games and animations, his Deadpool is usually not the star of the show, but instead the comic relief. Ryan's Deadpool, on the other hand, can show genuine emotion that really carries the leading role. Sure, this fact also comes down to the quality of the writing, but if we compare the two in their biggest roles as Deadpool, Nolan in the 2013 video game and Ryan in the 2016 movie, Nolan's Deadpool has to rely on other big characters to keep it fresh, while Ryan's Deadpool can steal the show on his own. Winner, Ryan Reynolds. Comic accuracy. When it comes to staying true to the comic book character, the debate becomes more nuanced. Nolan North's portrayal in the Deadpool video game is often praised for its fidelity to the character's comic book origins. The game was written by a comic book veteran, Daniel Way, and North's delivery captures the unhinged humor, irreverence, and unpredictability that define Deadpool. His interpretation is a love letter to comic book fans who have followed Deadpool's chaotic journey since the 90s.
Writing something original is overrated. Copy-pasting is so much easier. That's how we got X-Men 97.
Reynolds' portrayal is also incredibly faithful to the character, but with a bit more Hollywood polish. He maintains the essence of Deadpool while making the character accessible to a broader audience. The balance between comic accuracy and mainstream appeal is what makes Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool so special. I gotta give it to Nolan. It helps when you have years of different Deadpool comics to pull from. And when I read a Deadpool comic, I hear Nolan's voice. But in my dreams, I just picture Ryan. Winner, Nolan North. Commercial success. When it comes to the glittering world of box office numbers and dollar signs, Ryan Reynolds is king. His portrayal of Deadpool in the 3 Deadpool films not only shattered records, but also redefined the superhero genre. The 3 Deadpool movies have grossed over $1 billion in box office sales. Ryan Reynolds' performance turned Deadpool into a household name, transcending comic book fandom and capturing the hearts and wallets of a broader audience. As Ryan Reynolds brought the character into the mainstream, longtime Deadpool fans had had the treat of Nolan North voicing the Merc with the Mouth in various projects. I honestly didn't know who Deadpool was until Marvel vs. Capcom 3. His sassy and hilarious fight intros stood out against the grain of serious fighters like Ryu.
Hey, I freaking love Street Fighter. Autograph your spleen for me?
Even though Nolan's voice is in countless iconic games and animations, none of them really scratch the surface of the movies.
Whoa there, Socks. Let's not forget my debut solo game had some serious ka-ching. The 13-year-old boy to lonely housewife demographic showed up to support.
Sorry to break it to you, DP, but even Nolan's amazing performance in the Deadpool video game did not make it a commercial success. No one truly knows what the exact budget of the game was, but the rumor around the pond was that it cost $100 million to develop, which recently has been debunked by Chris Baker, a manager of licensed games for Marvel at the time of Deadpool's release, who stated, $100 million is a GTA level money. Though it did lose a lot of money on its investment. Ironically, the Deadpool game got a sales spike after the movie came out in 2016. So Ryan has an effect on the video game industry as well. I mean, this wasn't going to be a difficult round anyways. Movies on average are more accessible to general audiences to this day. Even though Nolan North is a big name voice actor with countless Deadpool projects under his belt, the total revenue for all of them does not surpass a single Deadpool movie. And it makes sense that Ryan Reynolds is going to win commercial success. Fuck, he's so good, I don't even skip the Deadpool ads on YouTube.
Remember that time you wore a pink suit for breast cancer awareness? Yeah, I'm a hero both on and off screen. Fuck you, PETA.
There you have it. The best Deadpool is Ryan Reynolds. Call me a basic fan, but you cannot deny what he did for the character. Deadpool is a hard character to get into. He's crass, annoying, ugly, and smells terrible. But once you get to know him, he's one of the most electrifying characters in media. Nolan North is great, but at the end of the day, the love and kinship Ryan Reynolds has for Deadpool is unmatched. Thanks so much for—
Ooh, Socks, can I do the outro? Please, 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 please.
Sure thing, DP.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, or I'll cut your dick off. Until next time, smooth winds and safe travels. Are we done here? Thank God, I've been full mass since you brought up DP. Wait, are we live?